Silent Hill 2 is renowned as being a psychological masterpiece. Its story is compelling, along with the well-rounded characters in a world that sucks you in from beginning to end. Unless you've been living under a rock, it's been known for quite some time now that Silent Hill 2 is getting a remake, not by Konami, but by Bloober team. They've made some games in the past, such as The Medium and Layers of Fear. The team has stated that they're huge fans of Silent Hill 2 and said that their remake is going to be faithful to the original with some minor changes though. We've only had one trailer to go off of for a while now, up until recently when we were shown an extended story and gameplay showcase. The first obvious thing that sticks out is how gorgeous the town of Silent Hill looks. The amount of fog that they've implemented is just the right amount where the more you walk, the more you can see ahead, but not so much to the point where it revokes tension. Enemy designs such as the lying figure and bubblehead nurse look pretty good. Of course the infamous Pyramid Head looks astounding as well, still rocking his cute Mickey Mouse gloves. The way we can observe weapons is a nice touch as well. One thing to point out is that even James's design from the original trailer that was shown a year ago is different now. For example, his hair is a little bit shorter to fit more with his original design from 2001.
And how do you know about Mary?
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying! Laura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
The music in Silent Hill has always been a personal favorite of ours in all of gaming. Literally not one bad track at all in Silent Hill 2. The original composer Akira Yamaoka is returning as well. Some of the music is heard in the extended gameplay reveal, and it sounds amazing as expected, just like with the original, but with a bit of a tweak. Sound effects such as James finding a health drink make a return that sounds similar to the original game. The combat looks great as well. I can tell that they didn't want to have the flow of movement be too drastic but still feel somewhat modern in terms of next-gen consoles with their graphical enhancements. The original Silent Hill 2 had stiff movement when combating enemies, which was a product of its time. And we're still happy they gave the remake a makeover, but still have elements that nod to the original's combat design, so that it didn't feel too different. James swinging or using a gun may look stiff, but I'm sure that they meant for it to look like that, to appeal and try to remain as faithful as possible, but still have a couple of minor changes that hopefully didn't affect the narrative and overall story. We can tell puzzles will definitely change in how they're done, and even showcase new puzzles as a whole that may or may not be more in tune with the story. I mean, Silent Hill has always had weird puzzles like the Brookhaven box that's locked tight, but when unlocked, literally has a piece of hair inside of it. Like, what the f***? But that's of course just one of the many charms of the Silent Hill franchise that I love. We finally got to see the other characters in their remake models. James of course looks great. We did already see Mary's design back when the remake's first trailer released over a year ago. This time around, we got to see Angela, Maria, and Laura. We'll start off with Maria. She still looks good. Bloober did alter her overall outfit, which was iconic in the original. Not 100% sure why though, especially since her old outfit is crucial to her character, if you know you know. But honestly, I feel like it can still work. We'll just have to see when the game drops. Laura looks great as well. She literally looks just like her old design but with modern graphics, and her mannerisms are just like the original as well. Like for example, her snarky attitude being a child and all.
See a fart face!
Before going on, we just wanted to say that we love the voice acting of all the characters so far. They seem to pour out the right amount of emotion depending on the situation they're in. Also, the motion capturing such as James feeling his palm with his thumb and seeing his skin move looks great. A scene that we were infatuated with is when James gets told by Laura that she forgot an important letter for Mary, and James lifts his cheek up before agreeing to help her go get it. It really stuck out to us. It reminded us of how much we love the scene in the RE4 remake, when Ashley's about to shoot Leon and his muscle reaction of panic was such a standout scene. It was actually one of our favorite scenes in the whole game. Seeing how far motion capturing has come and implemented motions such as these being very visible is a huge plus to us.
Okay, now on to something that has a lot of people being on and off about is Angela. We personally think she looks great. The only scene that felt a bit off is the scene where we first run into her just like in the original. The only thing that felt off to me honestly was her eyebrows, because in other scenes she looks perfectly fine. I don't know if the lighting being in a brighter environment will be in favor opposed to it being more dark, but from what we saw in the extended gameplay reveal, is that both scenes actually look pretty good. But I will admit, she did look a tad bit off, but like I said before, she looks perfectly fine in other scenes, and her voice acting and emotional response to things is pretty spot on, especially if you know how tragic of a character Angela truly is. One thing we did notice about Angela is that in the original, Angela had an almost childlike way of acting due to the abuse she suffered throughout her life. It seems they may have toned that down in the remake. Also, Angela's model personally fits a bit better with the remake due to her being 19 years old, which is actually something a lot of people didn't know about the character. I can also argue that she looks older in the original due to her abuse and suffering she endured at a young age, and of course can be a factor in aging poorly. So there can be a give and take with both the original and remakes designs. But we love her new design overall. One character we were sad wasn't shown yet was Eddie Dombrowski, who's one of the main characters you run into throughout Silent Hill 2's story. Hopefully we see something with him before the game's release.
Overall, in terms of character designs and acting, all of it is so great. Overall, in terms of character designs and acting, all of it so far is great. We already pre-ordered the day of the most recent showcase, and we can't wait to dive into this story for the 100th time again. And we're overall just happy the Silent Hill franchise is back and hopefully stays for the better. This is so corny.
Can you? Yeah. I know. I was writing this part and I'm like, bro, this is just mad cringe.
If you enjoyed, oh my god, it's so bad. It's like,
weren't you closer?
huh?
Is that close enough? Is that how you were before?
Yeah. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, comment down below, and have a great day.
See ya, fart face!